Okay, good. Prayer time. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Jaya Namaste Ram Shiva Devi Saraswatam Vyasam Jaya Dire Nasa Preshu Bhadreshu Gita Bhagavate Bhagavate Shaki Bhakti Vajanashiki Krishna Swadamo Bhagate Dharmaganana Visa Kaladastadu Shamesha Puranadanadita Sarvedanta Sarami Shiva Vitamishite Tadasarja Chitasya Anyashasya Rati Krishit Krishna Tuya Bhagavata Sri Sarvashraya Pratishoga Pratyakshari Artikai Priyamaya Bhagavata Krishna Shriyanga Tate Kayayata Gopi Krishna Shivavata Mahaprana Ki Jai. This Saturday Bhagavatam class we're discussing Venu Gita chapter 21 of the 10th Canto Bhagavatam. We're coming to the end of the Gopis' prayers in remembrance of Krishna, now with the cowherd boys and the cows, and they're remembering him. And now we're on verse 18. We finished last week, we discussed 17 and 16. How the clouds made friends with Krishna and they showered nectar in the form of raindrops and flowers, and the same color as Krishna, so they made friends and they did seva, and they were in Dasya and Sakirasa with Krishna. And we heard about the Blinda women who saw the kumkum on the ground, and the kumkum is called Sri Kumkumena because it came from the breast of Radharani when Krishna held his feet there and fell off his feet. And the commentators say that the Blinda women, when they saw Krishna in the distance, they felt a romantic desire awake in their heart. They looked around to try to find some satisfaction for that desire, and the satisfaction came from the Chintamani Bhumi of Vrindavan, which fulfills all desires. So immediately in front of their eyes manifested the satisfaction of their lusty desires. Blinda women had amorous desires for Krishna just by seeing him in the distance. They wanted to smell his body and embrace him, but they had no adhikar for that opportunity. So they looked around, and they looked at the ground, they saw some red powder that fell off Krishna's feet. So it's hard to say that Blinda women bent down and they rubbed the powder on their faces, red powder on their faces, so they could experience the fragrance of Krishna's transcendental romantic body. And then they rubbed the powder on their breast so they could have the experience of embracing Krishna. And the powder, the one Acharya said, Krishna manifested personally there through the form of the powder to reciprocate with Blinda women. Because Vrindavan is such, is the nature of Vrindavan, is anyone who comes to Vrindavan and approaches Krishna, they have their desires satisfied and fulfilled. So Purnika in Ram Leela and Chaitya Yuga, she approached Ramachandra for amorous stallions, wanted to be accepted as one of his queens. And he had Lakshman just deform her, would cut her nose and ears off, and rejected her proposal. So that same Suparnika came back in Krishna Lila and Dwapara Yuga as Srivakra Kuja. And in this form, when she entered Brajmandal, she had her desires satisfied. So Krishna satisfies everyone in Vrindavan. The animals, the clouds, the deer, the water, the Yamuna, or to speak of Aboriginal people, and even some Aboriginal people. Blinda women are Aboriginals, But the people sitting in this class are some Aboriginal, including the speaker. Some Aboriginal. we're less than the blended women. So we're all living in Vrindavan, mentally or physically or both, and trying to approach Krishna and attain his love. So surely we'll be successful like Rajadhan. So now we're on this verse 21. Page 21, verse 18. This is a famous verse. We can chant this verse. The chantas of this verse is the same as Ritodgama. There's the book of favorite chantas, poetic meters, Ritodgama, which is like Brahma Samhita to make it more easy. Antaya Majra Bala Haridasa Varyo.
Antaya Majra Bala Haridasa Varyo.
Yad Rama Krishna Charana Svarasha Pramoda.
Yad Rama Krishna Charana Svarasha Pramoda.
Manam Tanoti Sago Kaviyashta Yoryat.
Manam Tanoti Sago Ganayushta Yoryat.
Paniyas Suyavasa Kandara Kandamale.
Pani Asuya Vasakandara Kandamule.
So if we look at the first line, we can see some words that we know the meaning of. Abala means not weak. Abala means without strength. Abala, right? What does that refer to?
Women.
Yeah, that's what they say. They say they're called Abala, but hey, bad. What do you think it is? Oh, that's the Sanskrit poetic idea. But the practical, pragmatic, experiential idea is they're damn powerful. Watch out. Don't take those words literally. It's just poetic expression. The fact of the matter is they're quite bala. And Haridas we know means a servant of Hari. And Vari, what does Vari mean? What does Govardhan mean? Anandam Buddhi Vardhanam, what does that phrase mean? Anandam Buddhi Vardhanam, what does it mean?
Increasing the ocean. Ever increasing the ocean.
So Vardhanam means what?
Increasing.
Means increasing, means best of, topmost, expanding. Varya, Vardhanam. So Haridas Varya means he's the best of all Haridasas. It's male because it's Das. He is the best Haridas. So one Abala is saying this. So Hantayam and Ajra we don't know. Hantayam is an expression, an exclamation. It means like wow, or, amazing, alas, amazing. Hantayam, Hanta. He's wow, oi. In Russian we say oi. In Hindi we say Shabash. Shabash? What?
Shabash.
Shabash.
Yes.
Is that Urdu or Hindi?
Hindi.
Shabash. What do you say? Va.
Ba.
Wow. Urdu.
Va.
No, ba.
Wow.
Ba.
Va.
Yes. Ba.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, what the hell is this? We say, what the hell is this? What the hell, you know? You use that a lot in Vrindavan. Antayam, Ajir, we don't know, but it means mountain. So this is about a mountain, about Govardhan. Yad Ramakrishna Charana Svarasha Pramoda. So who's Ramakrishna? besides Paramahamsa, Krishna Balaram. And their feet are what? What's Sparsha mean? Touching. And what does promote mean?
Giving pleasure.
Giving pleasure. All these words, moda, moda, mridu, mridu, moda, moda, pramoda. Pramoda means a lot of pleasure, excessive pleasure. Moda. Madan Mahabhav, Madan Mahabhav. It's all related to pleasure and means meeting. Madan means pleasure and union. Madan is some separation. So Krishna Balaram's feet are touching and feeling happy, touching Govardhan. In other words, Krishna Balaram wandering in Govardhan. Manam tanati saha gavyastirya. The showing Manam means, what does Man mean? Shinada peace means, finish the verse. What does Man mean? What does Man and Amani mean?
Right.
Respect and disrespect. Pride doesn't mean pride, that's dumb.
Thinking that I'm great.
Mana means respect. Radharani said, Man, she's angry because she's been disrespected. Krishna showing his respect, his interest in some other gopi. So Man means disrespect, means jealousy, means anger, because all connected. But basically, Man means respect. Ramani means disrespect, or lack of respect. So we don't want respect for ourselves, we want to respect everyone else. So when it says, Manam tanati sa means respect. Sa means what?
Hello.
Come on, this is in your WW, word for word vocabulary list. Sa means with. Sa, for S-A-H-A-W-I-T-H. 4 letters Sa with. Saha. Go means cows, and Gana means what? Means a group. Group of cows. Or we say, what a pretty Lakshana.
ददाति प्रति गृह्णाति गुह्यमाख्याति पृच्छति भुङ्क्ते भोजयति चैव षड्विधं प्रीतिलक्षणं
Shadgana.
षड्विधं 6
Yeah, there's six classes of loving dealing. Gana means class. So there's groups of cows with the cows, Krishna Balaram with the cows, Mana means respect. So there's showing respect to go down hill. Paninam means what? Pani, what does Pani mean? You should know that one. Water, especially now. Kandara, what does Kandara mean? Giri Kandara.
mountain caves
Caves. Sriyavasa. Kanda, what does Mula mean? Dasmo Rishta.
roots
Huh? Roots. Dasmo means 10 roots. Takat. Be strong. Dasmo Rishta. Wine made from 10 roots. Watch out. So it's describing Govardhan has all kinds of things to eat and water to drink and bathe and all that stuff. Let's read a translation. Of all the Haridasas, Govardhan Hill is the best. Oh, my friends. I mean, so Sakis actually. Oh, Sakis. Govardhan supplies Krishna Balaram and the cows, and gopas with all kinds of good things. Water for drinking, soft grass for the cows to eat, caves to take shelter in the rainy season, cold season, and hot season, fruits to drink, fruits to eat, flowers to decorate and smell, and vegetables to eat. Like muli. It's full on the ground. It's wild muli. And then the hill lovers, go around the hill lovers respects the Krishna. Being touched by the lotus feet of Krishna Madan, go around the hill becomes Pramoda. Bhakti Pramod Puri Maharaj ki. He's a very happy guy also. Pramod, Bhakti Pramod. You meet him? Don't you met him?
Yeah.
Great personality. We're fortunate. I also had a darshan sometimes. Great soul. Now this is the verse. Who spoke this verse? Why Gopi spoke this verse?
Radharani.
Radharani spoke this verse. What is the proof that this verse is spoken by Radharani?
Govinda was asking.
Wait, please.
She says he's the best of Raja's servants. So she sees her own Bhav in everything else. So she sees her Bhav. She's the best servant. She sees it in Govardhan, like a projection.
That's nice, but I want some Shastra Praman. That's your Tika, which is nice. I want some Shastra Praman from a Mahajan to prove that this verse is spoken by Radharani.
That I don't remember.
Govardhan Dasikam by Raghunath Das Goswami.
Oh yeah.
Verse number 8. Govardhan Vasa Prarthana Dasikam. Prayer by Raghunath Das. He says, Ida Uditam Radhya Vakta Chandra. Govardhan is the name. Is the name of the best of Hari's Dasas. This is in verse 8 of Govardhan Vasa Prarthana Dasikam. 10 verses praying for residents in Govardhan. Govardhan,
Nija nikatan
Nija Nikatam
vasam.
Vasandi Govardhan Tvam. Oh Govardhan, please give me residence, Nivas, Nikat near you. Oh, you have it, man, you have it living here. So that's mercy. So this verse, so he says, Radhika Vakta Chanda, he Govardhan, Radharani spoke this verse. You have it? This verse 8, Giri Niva Haridasa Sreni Vayeti Nam, Mitamidam Uditam Shiradika Vakcha Chandra, Rajanava Tilakatwe, Kirtavede, Sutame, Nija Nigata Nivasandi Govardhan. That's the verse. Radhika's name is mentioned as the Vakta. Vakta means the speaker. Radharani said that Giras is the best Haridas. That's really solid proof. Raghunath Das Goswami. Bande Rupasnath Naraguyago. They establish the truth by studying the Shastra. So most of the acharyas always say this verse is spoken by Radharani, but we found this as proof that even Raghunath Das is establishing that. Let's look at some other translations of this verse. Let's see how Prabhupada translates this in Krishna books. You can find out all the verses if you look close. Another Gopi began to praise the unique position of Govardhan Hill in this way. How fortunate is Govardhan Hill! For Govardhan is enjoying the association of Krishna and Balaram, who are accustomed to walk on it. Thus Govardhan is always in touch with the lotus feet of Krishna. Because Govardhan is also obliged to Krishna and Balaram, it supplies different kinds of fruits, roots, and herbs, as well as pleasing crystal water from its lakes to present to Krishna. The best presentation offered by Govardhan Hill is new grass for the cows and calves. Govardhan Hill knew how to please Krishna by pleasing his most beloved associates, the cows and cowherd boys. That's a little commentary, actually, by Prabhupada. Please Krishna by pleasing his beloveds. The Prabhupada made that point. It's not in the original verse. That's all principle of bhakti. Hari Guru Vaishnava Seva. We please Hari by pleasing Guru, pleasing Vaishnava. There are three representations of one truth. The truth is love, divine love, manifests as Bhagavan himself, as Sri Guru and Vaishnava. Gita Press has also an interesting translation of this verse. 18 of chapter 21, Venu Gita. This mountain Govardhan, oh fair ones. Radharani is saying, oh Avala, Avala means, oh fair ones. The fair sex, they said, but don't deal with them. You'll find it, they'll play fair. They're called the fair sex, but they'll play fair. Edit that part out. Anyway, that's the experience of different people. It's all subjective, remember, that's the truth. It's all subjective. Is the foremost of Hari's servants, in that it not only derives supreme joy from the touch of the feet of Balaram and Krishna, joy which it shows by revelation in the form of fresh blades of grass, but it also extends its hospitality to the two brothers, along with their cows and followers, by giving them fresh and pure water of its cascades, means its waterfalls, excellent pasture, caves affording shelter to them, and produce in the form of bulbs and roots. That's very interesting English. nice flavor. Hospitality. Govardhan is showing hospitality to his guests, like feeding them and giving them water. Like he's considering a Krishna Maharaj coming to walk on his service like visiting guests. The commentaries, Vishnu, we'll read Vishnu's commentary also. There's some commentary in this other book. There's a Sri Goswami explains, has a commentary in this verse in Brihad Bhagavatamrita, which we can read here. It's rather long. This is in part 3, chapter 7, verse 109. Brihad Bhagavatamrita, part 3. Chapter 7, verse 109. He quotes the same verse from Bhagavatam, chapter 21, verse 18, spoken by Radharani. This verse says word hanta, where Radharani is expressing her joy and amazement. And Gauranga is certainly the best of her servants, because Radharani says, Haridas Varya. So Sangha Goswami says, what does Radharani mean when she says she's the best of Hari's servants? Why does she say Hari? Why does she say the best of Krishna's servants? What does the word Hari mean?
Lion.
What's the more common meaning of the name?
Steals everything. Who steals?
Thief.
Thief.
Sure. So there's why. So every word has. Like we have these 6 questions we asked: who, what, when, where, why, how. You can take each word of the verse and ask these 6 questions. Why this word, not another word? Where, why is this word used here, in this place, at this time? This is what the acharyas do. So he's saying, why is he saying Hari? Instead of go in it. Look at where he's reading.
Raghunath Das Goswami commentary on the Mahamantra, Hari, one of the Hari, there is He who steals my heart, and more.
Yeah, pretty rasa. These are the inside and outside. Away. Krishna, Hari removes all the impediments to love. Whatever that means. So why did Radharani use the word Hari? Sangha Goswami says, Giriraj is the best of Hari's servants because, like Hari, he takes away everyone's sins and miseries and everyone's heart. So someone who's worshiping a Gauranga Sila or carrying around their necks, some people in this room are carrying Giriraj around their necks, but he's carrying them around his neck. I don't know. He's more like some of these people, I think Giriraj carrying them around his neck. Otherwise, how they're moving, I don't know. So you'll have the experience that it'll steal your heart and all your sins and anything bad that's not good. We'll take it all away. And then, to prove that Gauranga is the best of his devotees, and from the touch of Krishna Balaram's feet, he's displaying ecstasy. So you touch your Giriraj every day when you bathe them, but does your hair stand on it? Send me a selfie. I see your hair, especially, guys will see me 3 feet, 1 meter going up in the air, They're pretty cool. Hair standing like grass growing on his body, and water trickling down his sides of Gauranga are his perspiration and ecstasy. It's one of the Asasarik Bhav's perspiration. Gauranga performs elaborate worship of Krishna Balaram and the cows and Kaurava. The word go here means not only cows, it means buffalo, goats, and all other animals herded by Krishna. Gauranga worships all these personalities with things that give them special pleasure. In other words, you want to worship someone, you should give them what they like. If a Brahmin comes to your house, you worship him with sweets and money. If peacock comes to your house, you worship a peacock with bajra, which is a seed, bajra is seed. If a fish comes to your house, you give him a wheat ball. You roll a small wheat and throw it in his mouth. The fish will like the wheat ball, raw wheat ball, wheat flour. And so whoever comes, you give them what they like. I know some Brahmins, they like cashews. And they usually take bhang before they come visit me. So when you take bhang, you get really hungry. So one time this one Brahmin friend of mine came to visit me. He was completely stoned. I gave one bowl of cashews, and he just started eating and talking. Because when you take bhang, you talk and you eat both. In other words, your tongue gets highly energized. So I ate one bowl of cashews. I didn't ask for one more, I just filled them up. His head, for 1 hour, his head was just going like this. He ate 2 kilos of cashews. There's one, I was staying in Gopal Mandir from 1994 until 2004 in Kartik every year. Then I moved here.
That's where I met you, 2000.
Yeah, 2004 I moved here. And there was one old Brahmin there named Ram Swarup. Ram Swarup, and he was blind. He was blind. He was about 90 years old. But every afternoon he would come to Gopal Mandir because it was very cool inside the temple. The walls are very thick. And they closed the front doors at 12 o'clock. He would come about 2 o'clock in the afternoon and open the doors. And it was really cool inside. It was outside 40 degrees, inside it was like 25. An old building, He was coming there to keep cool. So I come downstairs from upstairs, and I know he liked rubbery. So I go and buy a kilo of rubbery and put it in a bowl. And he used to go in Nidhi Baba. And I said, Baba, I have some rubbery for you. He said, okay, good. And so I give him the bowl, and he put the bowl to his mouth and just give it like this, like a big bowl, like a big cereal bowl, half a kilo. And just a big smile on his face like a little kid. And he had one servant there, his son would come with him. His son would read Garga Samhita in Hindi every day, and Bob would listen to it, being on the altar, the part of the altar thing, outside part. And I would sit there feeding him rubbery. And afterwards I said, you want more? He said, no, I'm old now. When I was young, I could eat 2 kilos instead of sitting. But now I'm only good for half a kilo. So that was a lot of fun. So Govardhan gives everything, what everyone needs. Grass for the cows, fruits for the boys, caves for the boys to lie down in, waterfalls to bathe in, honey, sugarcane juice, all kinds of good stuff. The caves provide beds and seats made of stones, lamps and mirrors made of jewels, and all kinds of root vegetables for Krishna the boys to eat. If you ever go and go around Prikla, you see this thing looks like a tree. It's supposed to call something kanda. This kanda means root, mula kanda. Kandamula. It's called kandamula. It looks like an elephant leg or something. It's about this big in diameter. It's about 3 feet long. And you stand on the side of the road with a chopper, and you chop a piece, it looks like a piece of cheese, or it looks like coconut.
It looks like cheese, like cheddar cheese.
Yeah, it looks like cheese, but it's like consistency of coconut. It's like coconut.
It's known as Jimika.
Jimika?
Jimika.
Jimmy Kanda.
Jimmy Kanda. Give me some Jimmy Kanda.
Jimmy.
So this kind of thing go around. They take that in the cave and they eat that and enjoy it.
So that's a root.
Yeah, it's a root. That's from Santa Yuga or something.
Yeah, they say Lord Rama ate that. This while selling, they say this is eaten by Lord Rama eating.
The sales pitch, it was eaten by Lord Rama. That's a nice trick. The word Abala, although it means weak girls, actually the implication we're only saying, it doesn't mean Abala, it means the gopis are less fortunate to go around. Because they're bewildered by their love for Krishna, and they don't have the strength to offer such valuable sevas the Govardhan's offering. Because they're stuck in their homes, they can't offer drinks, they can't offer foods, they can't offer anything. And Govardhan's offering all these good things to Krishna and the boys, because he's there. So they're saying, we're Abba, we're weak, our fortune is weak, our fortune is less. So that's what being Abba means. Another way to understand the phrase Rama Krishna Charana Svarsha Pramada is that Krishna's feet give happiness to the entire world. Because specifically, Krishna's feet are touching one part of the world, the Govardhan Hill. So Govardhan is feeling great promoted, great happiness. But Govardhan is part of Brajmandal, Brajmandal is part of the Earth's planet. So wherever Krishna is walking, it makes all Earth happy. They have a phrase, very popular Hindi phrase, Vishram Purna Sukhayate. Vishram Purna Sukhayate. Let the whole universe be happy. Vishram Purna Sukhayate. Let the whole universe be happy. So the whole world becomes happy when Krishna walks in Vrindavan. When Krishna walks on the stones to go down, what happens to the stone? Yeah, they melt, but they get soft. They get soft like butter. And they become very cool. Usually summertime, stones are hot. But these stones are going on cool. So don't try to walk around go around in the summer. Just burn your feet off. So Gauranga delights their feet with the cool, soft stones. The stones of Govardhan become like newly churned butter. So Krishna likes to walk in butter. It's one of his popular pastimes. He breaks the yogurt pot or butter pot and runs around and tracks the butter all over the house. Leaves his greasy footprints all over the house. So everyone knows who did it. He leaves his fingerprints everywhere, his footprints. The word, another meaning of Rama, Krishna, Rama and Charan, Rama means playful. So we say Rama Charan, we say Krishna Rama Charan can mean Krishna and Balaram's feet, or it can mean Krishna's playful feet. Rama means Ramana, means playful. He's having a good time. He's dancing and running around Govardhan. Must be fun to be a Sanskrit Pandit. Be a Rasik Jan, be a poet and a Pandit, and know all these things. You really can have fun with words. You take one word and go 100 directions with one word. Chandra does it also, he's a big Pandit, you know. It's really a pleasure to watch him do his thing listen to us. See? So Gauranga is taking great pleasure in helping Krishna reveal his enchanting pastime, which everyone in the world can contact by reading about Krishna Lila. Radharani says, because we gopis can't do what Govardhan can do, we are condemned. Radharani's really feeling bad. Huh? The rock is better than she is. I mean, that's pretty amazing. She's Miss Universe, Miss Intergalactic Universe. She's the most beautiful person anywhere in the world, and all the worlds put together. And she's saying this rock is better than me. I'm condemned. Hanta, hanta. Woe is me, woe is me. Thus, even though the gopis are full of good qualities and great virtues, they consider themselves inadequate and inferior to the rock of Govardhan. Such is the natural dissatisfaction of persons on the highest level of praying. That's a nice part of commentary there. Amazing contribution is done with some. So much in one word.
Hanta.
Hanta every word. Hanta, hanta. Govinda. Sridhar Swami says, verse 18 commentary, word hanta is spoken in joy. Govardhan is feeling great bliss, remembering Govardhan. Different gopis spoke different verses, but this verse 18 is spoken by Radharani. That's all it says here. Okay, let's see what Vishnu's commentary is. I have one translation of Vishnu's commentary here. This is from 1987. And I think it's a little different here. This is newer translation of the same commentary. Babaji. You have the book there, you can also read it. Verse 18, commentary by Vishnu. Gopis talk about themselves. Radharani says, O Sakhis, without taking shelter of great devotee, our desires will never be fulfilled. We have heard from Gargi about the glories of Hari's devotee, and that devotees, and the Govardhan Hill is the best among them. Therefore, let's go to Govardhan, bathe the Masi Ganga, and take darshan of Haridev. The Ishadevata of Govardhan. Certainly our elders will not object to this. Moreover, right now, Govardhan is playing on the soul of Govardhan. Deciding on this plan, the gopis glorify Govardhan Hill because it fulfills the desires of Krishna and his boyfriends, so hopefully it will fulfill their desire to meet Krishna as well. So gopis are thinking that Govardhan is famous for fulfilling desires, because that's what Hari does. Hari fulfills desires. What's the verse from second canto of Bhagavatam explains how Krishna fulfills desires.
काम सर्व काम होगा मोक्ष काम हो जा रही
You really know what you're eating, you
जैसा
did.
पुरुष
So whether you have no desire or have desires, if you worship Krishna with Tirena Bhakti, you'll get your desire fulfilled. So go eat your thing. If we worship Govardhan, if we get worship Govardhan, our desires fulfilled. So therefore, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave Das Goswami Govardhan Shila. And she worships Govardhan Shila just like Krishna, you'll get everything. You get perfection. So most Gaudiya Vaishnavas, they try to worship Govardhan. Is it right? Seems like it. It's pretty popular. Like what Gopal is to Gujaratis, Gitas is to Gaudiyas. What Gopal is to Gujaratis, Gitas is to Gaudiyas. There you go. Keep the G's. 4 G's. 5 G's. 5 G's. Transition. 4 G's. There are 3 Haridasas mentioned in Bhagavatam. Who are they?
Yudhishthira, Uddhava, and Giriraj.
Who's the number 1?
Govardhan.
Who's number 2?
Uddhava.
उद्धव महाराज
Who's number 3?
Yudhishthira.
So, that is told in 10th Canto, Bhagavatam, chapter 75, verse 27. It describes Yudhishthira as Haridas. And it describes Uddhava as Haridas in 10:47:56. Brahma Gita. It says Haridas, but not Haridas Varya. Radharani proclaims, Radharani is the best story of Hari, and she's saying Haridas is, the Giras is the best story. So that means something. It means that's the truth. Krishna goes on, from the touch of Krishna's lotus feet, the rocks become as soft as mud. Krishna said mud. Krishna Goswami said butter. Butter is a little more in tune with Krishna. In order to preserve the unique marks in Krishna's feet. Contacting Krishna's feet caused the Govardhan to display symptoms of ecstasy, such as perspiration in the form of melting stones, hair standing in as blades of grass, and tears of love as gushing waterfalls. This verse describes the sweet opulence of Govardhan Hill. Paniya means fragrant cool water gushing from Govardhan's waterfalls, which Krishna Balaram drink and use to wash their feet and mouths. Govardhan also supplies tasty beverages, honey, mango juice, and pila juice. And Suyasya means durva grass, used in Argya. Also means soft grass for the cows, which increases their milk production. Krishna Balaram and the boys play, sit, and lie down and go around many caves, which give pleasure when the weather is too hot or too cold. We shall find one of those caves for class. Cave or Govardhan. We're not allowed to walk on Govardhan, that's the only problem. I have a cave, I have an underground room, it's pretty cold, but it's all damned also. It's not damned with echo, it's the echo. It's so cool it's underground. Gufa. The gopis used the phrase Rama Gopai means Balaram, but they're hiding their feelings for Krishna. For the gopis, Ram doesn't mean Balaram. It means Ramaniya. Ramaniya means charming, attractive, and the source of intimate amorous enjoyment, Ramanam. By the touch of Krishna's feet, such joy springs up in their hearts. So the gopis are meditating on Krishna's feet and remembering Krishna's feet. They're feeling Krishna, Ravana, Charana, Pramoda. They're feeling great joy by remembering Krishna's feet. So I think there's some other comment, there's some other references in Gopal Canto. $2.95. Let's see what's $2.95. These books don't last long. Writings are so good. The gopis are sweet. The gopis say, even a pile of rocks, the mountain has attained happiness. Govardhan is clearly the best servant of Krishna. For when Krishna climbs on Govardhan with Balaram by playing the flute, Govardhan serves Krishna and his friends and cows by continuously with elegant shoots shrouding by the touch of his lotus feet by waterfalls. The hairs of Govardhan stand on end. Please listen to something astonishing, even if you don't believe it. Becoming most affectionate for Krishna, on hearing the sound of Krishna's flute, Govardhan becomes smooth, so every moment he can witness the markings on Krishna's feet. So all the rocks on Govardhan Hill become very smooth and polished like mirrors. And so when Krishna is walking on the hill, Govardhan Hill can see in the rocks Krishna's feet. If one desires to attain the feet of a great devotee, one must develop respect for them by good fortune. That's just stuck in there. That's Jiva Goswami's idea about Govardhan. Shnanga Goswami gives the most elaborate, and Vishnu gives elaborate discussion. There's something in Nanda Champa also. Actually, Kavi Karnberg gives very elaborate description of all these leelas for Krishna in 10 cantos. Unbelievable. It's one of the greatest books that ever came out. The Chiho and the gopis Radharani revealed to her friend her intense desire to meet Krishna. Radharani said, Govardhan Hill enhances modernist pastimes by supplying roots, fruits, water, mineral colors, and caves to hide in. In this way, Gauranga is the best servant of Krishna. It is known that by serving a great devotee, one can attain Krishna. By his influence, by his selfless service, Gauranga brought Krishna under his control. O Saki, it is our opinion that Krishna fulfills the desires and relieves the thirst of those who take shelter of Gauranga Hill. This fact is also supported by Shastric evidence. That's pretty far out. Radharani saying this to another Saki. That's really amazing. It is our opinion. Who are you? I'm Radharani. Sarva Lakshmi Mati Radharani. Parameshwari Radharani. What do you see? Krishna? He's everywhere. Yomam Pasati Sarvatra. Sarvatra Pasati. So one guy looks up, the two guys look up, the third guy looks up, the whole city, street everyone's looking up. And the other guy's picking pockets. You guys work at these. One guy walks down the street and looks like this. Anyway, what's he looking at? The shooting 50, 65. Then the second guy goes around. Runs down the street. Then the first guy looks down and walks away and meets the other guy and divides him all the money, you know. That's a city trick. They do something like that, don't laugh. It's true. So Radharani says, it is our opinion that Krishna fulfills the desires and relieves the thirst of those who take shelter of Gauranga Hill. So, we'll be thirsty. This fact is also supported by Shastric evidence. That's very interesting. Radharani, please, can you quote the Brahman? I'm in ISKCON. Prabhupada said. That's all I gotta say. Krishna said, but. So that's it. So what did we discuss already? This is verse 18.
That is spoken by Radharani, and this is proven in the Govardhana Astakam verse 8 of Raghunath Swami.
Govardhana Dastakam.
Govardhana Astakam. And
I hope.
Raghunath Swami.
What verse?
8. And that Govardhan Hill is the best of Hari's servant. There are 3 Haridas, and the Govardhan Hill is the best because he provides everything for the cows and the cow boys and Krishna. And that Radharani is feeling, oh, this Govardhan Hill is much more fortunate than me, and she is much better than me because she is serving Krishna better than me. Even if she is the best devotee, she feels like this.
Very good. Anyone else have any questions about this verse? It's a very good verse. Many devotees memorize this verse. You have an aptitude for memorization. It's a very rustic verse to memorize. Especially remembering the commentary of Son Goswami and Vishnu Sagura. And Hari Prabhupada's interesting insight about the glories of worshiping Govardhan. How merciful he is and how kind he is. He's very easy to worship. He's a perfect Murti for Kali Yuga. You can throw in your bead bag and go bake a few rotis. All the roti, the Gitas in your bead bag and take them out for side. Once I asked my Gurudev, I said, Guru and Shila. He said, yeah, he's portable. He said he's portable. You just put it in your bead bag and go. Go on trust, he goes frequent. Just throw in your bead bag or beads. Take them out, bathe them in any lake here or there. You bake a roti over him, piece roti, and it's easy to maintain. You want to have him sit somewhere, put him in a Tulsi plant, he's very good. Release the Tulsi leaves of all in his head, and he's happy. Of course, most devotees do a little more than that, but he showed the extent of liberality and compassion of Giriraj. This is the nature of true Haridas. Haridas, all servants over here are very compassionate, very liberal-minded, very open-minded. So, Bhagavan is a really wonderful form of the Lord. Lord Chaitanya used to go around with his tears. He would wear a gunjamal around his neck. He would smell, when Lord Chaitanya would worship Giriraj, he would smell Giriraj. He would smell him, bathe him with his tears, hold him to his eyes, put him in his forehead. And that same Gauran he gave to Das Goswami, Gauran Shiva, that Shiva is in Bhagavad Nivas. It's been there, although some people say it's elsewhere, but it's generally all old saints and historians of Vrindavan say that Shiva Maharaj is in Bhagavad Nivas. I saw it there 35 years ago. Doesn't have a thumbprint in it. It's big also. It's about as big as a baseball, tennis ball. It's big. I went there was a Babaji in the temple chanting Java silently. They had a little altar at the time. This is 35 years ago. Bhagavad Nivas is near Krishna Balaram Mandir. And there's a few shells, a few steps on the altar with some pictures. And there's 6 Gauran Shilas there. I said, where's the Gauran Shila, Lord Chaitanya? Oh, it's there on the left side. He didn't make any big thing of it. He just on the second shelf. I said, where are the 3? On the left. He didn't go show it to me. Make a big scene. He didn't get up here. He just stood there and said, so like I disturbed him to ask him where it was, So the devotees at Bhagavad Nivas are Vajanandis, Vairagis, mostly, in those days. There were a lot of Kari Babas and very renounced. They make very big noise about it. Old style, Raj. Let's do verse 19 now. This is the same we're talking about Chandas, like Mahanidhi. This is the last verse of the Venu Gita, last verse of the Gopis glorifying the food. Gargopa Karanam Vanam Nayatorudara Venu Svane Kalapades Tanam Ritsu Sakya Vaspandanam Gatimatam Pulakastarunam Niryoga Pasha Krita Lakshana Yor Vichitram What does anu mean? A-N-U.
Following.
Follow, or one after another. Succession. Anugatya. To follow. Sekhi Anugatya. In Tulsi prayer we sing it. Sekhi Anugatya. Follow the footsteps of Sekhi. Udara, what is Udara? Damodar.
No.
Damo means rope. Udara means belly. Means belly means welfare. And a big belly is means Udara means expansive. The bellies can tend to expand. They start small and they get bigger. They say you put two hands together, that's as big as your belly. You do Mahakari, you bake like this, you fill two hands with Mahakari and one hand you give away. And you eat half. So one hand means half your belly. Fill half your belly with food, quarter with water, and quarter over there. So we bake like this, and we say, pile it up to here. We go down. There's a restaurant in Las Vegas. They have a sign in front, anybody who weighs more than 350 pounds can eat for free. And they have a big scale. They have a big scale in front of the restaurant, like an oversized scale. And a big sign that everybody can read from a block away. And all fat people go there. Many people aren't 350 pounds, and they go in, and the name of the restaurant is called Heart Attack Restaurant. This is true. So you're supposed to, you eat it, you fill up both your hands and take away half and give it to everything. Yeah. You do that? Anyway, this is not important. We're not yogis, whatever. We're bhaktas. A Canto. She said, when the Vaishnavas read, they say, Vaishnava Savadan, be careful. And when the first one guy says, Savadan, another guy says, a Canto. Canto means neck, Puran means full. I'm eating a full to my neck. That's a lot of hands. So, Udar means belly, it means expansive. Liberal, Udar work. Parakara, Upakara, the Bengali. Parakara, Upakara means Udar. Upakara in Bengali means Udar. Means welfare, expand, help others. Parakara, Upakara means the same thing. The cows and the cowherd boys are going from forest to forest, Anuvanam. Nayatrodara. They're leading the cows from forest to forest. Venu Svane Kalapade Stana Ritsu. So Kalapade. Kala means poetry. Kala means artistic. Kala Kendra, art school. Kala Kendra. Pade means poetry. pada. So the vibration of Krishna's flute is very sweet. Shaki means the coward voice, and Tanamritya means living entities. In other words, everyone's hearing Krishna's flute and enjoying. Third line, I don't know too many words we know. Taranam. What does taro mean? Kalpataru. What is Kalpataru?
Tree.
Tree. Taro means tree. Pulaka. What does Pulaka mean? Amansha Kampatu. Pulaka means what? Trembling, shaking, Pulaka.
Goranga bolite hape pulaka chari.
That's right, nice. Goranga,
Guranga bolite hari
Pulaka Shari.
hari
Bolite.
Ishaya is Prabhupada's favorite song. They asked Swami Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada what his favorite bhajan was. He gave different answers at different times because he was like that, of course. That was his signature model. But he said Guranga Bolite. In the vintage, there's a series of recordings of Prabhupada called vintage bhajans, where he's in his room alone, playing harmonium, singing alone in the afternoon somewhere. And somebody his server just turned on a tape recorder. Not a studio. Probably, and one of the songs he sang, Guranga Bolite Habe, you're probably crying in the song. He breaks down crying when he sings Guranga Bolite Habe. I heard it. So a very emotional song. What are some other lines of that song?
Hari Hari bolite nayane babenira.
Yeah, crying. Prabhupada is actually crying his Shoka.
Arkabe
Gita karuna uile samsara vasana mora kabe kuchale.
Yeah. Tuchabe. Easier said than done. Tuchabe. Tuchabe means instant giving. I don't care anything about the material world, anything. Tucha. That's tough thing. It's good to be able to say that. So what's the trend? So what is going on here? So the trees aren't moving anywhere. Spandana means not moving. They're feeling ecstatic to hear Krishna's flute. The yoga posh is roast for tying the cows. The yoga posh means rope, and it's used for tying the back legs of the cows so they don't kick the cow milkman. So he's milking the cow. And their symptoms, Lakshan means characteristic. It's an artistic characteristic of Krishna. He ties these ropes on his turban. He has a turban, he ties ropes on it. Fancy way, he ties that thing around her neck a bit. That's her yoga posh. Her ropes for tying the cows. So Krishna ties one on his turban, and they're described in other commentaries that they're yellow colored and have strands of pearls at the end. These are ropes for tying cows. And they say your father's the king, you know. You have just an old rope, you know. But Krishna's rope has pearls, strands of pearls on the end. It's yellow rope with strands of pearls like tassels on each end. And he ties those around his turban, the pearls hang down, and the yellow robe is pretty cool. Then he takes them off and ties the cow. So the gopis are remembering all these things in separation. Let's read a translation. O Sakhis, Krishna and Balaram walked through the Vrindavan forest with the cows and cowboys carrying their ropes for tying the cows. When Krishna plays the flute, the sweet music causes living beings to become stunned and trees to start shaking in ecstasy. All these things are wonderful. The chitra, these are symptoms, lakshan, these are characteristics of wonder, of great artistic wonder. The chitra lakshana, wonderful characteristics. Oh, it says here in the commentary. Vishnu says, rose are yellow, pearls, sons of pearls. Let's see another translation here. Another gopi said, everything appeared wonderful when Krishna and Balaram traveled in the forest, playing their flutes and making intimate friendship with all kinds of moving and non-moving creatures. When Krishna and Balaram played on their flutes, moving creatures became stunned and stopped their activities, and non-moving trees, living entities like trees and plants, began to shiver in ecstasy. Krishna and Balaram carried ropes for binding ropes on their shoulders and their hands like ordinary cowherd boys. While milking the cows, the boys tied the hind legs with a small rope. This rope always hung from the shoulders of the boys. It was not absent on the shoulders of Krishna Balaram, in spite of their being God. They played exactly like cowherd boys. Therefore, everything became wonderful and attractive. That's nice. Prabhupada has a nice way of saying it. Everything about Krishna is wonderful and attractive. While Krishna was engaged in tending the cows in the forest or on Goran Hill, the gopis in the village were always absorbed in thinking of Krishna and discussing his different pastimes. This is a perfect example of Krishna consciousness, who somehow or other always remain engrossed in thoughts of Krishna. The vivid example is always present in behavior of the gopis. Therefore, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, no one can worship Krishna better than the gopis. The gopis were not born in high Brahmin families or Kshatriya families. They were born in family of Vaishyas. They were not very well educated, although they had heard all sorts of things from the Brahmins. The gopis' only purpose was to always remember the absorbed in thoughts of Krishna. That's the way to go. Always be absorbed in thoughts of Krishna. There you go. There you go.
No, just some crumbs.
Let's read another translation. It's most wonderful that due to the highly delightful notes consisting of low and sweet tones of the flutes of the two brothers, leading the cows from one forest to another and coming to cowherd boys, and distinguished by a string for tying the hind legs of the cows by milking them, which they twined around their heads, and a cord for pulling unruly cows. they plays at their shoulder. That's so funny. I just have it roll like that. Oh my God, rolling is And there they stood still and body beings. Osaki's complete lack of movement and those capable of locomotion, including running streams and a thrill of joy, should appear in the stationary trees. The yogis became mentally absorbed in all the pastimes of Krishna. Okay, that's pretty nice, huh? None of it having some has a little message here to share with us. That was it. Okay, what's the time now?
4:24.
Just read verse 20, this wraps up the chapter. Evam vida bhagavato, yavrindavana charina, vanayanto mito gopya, vidas tanmayatam yayu. Thus narrating to one another the playful pastimes of Krishna, as he wandered about in Vrindavan forest, gopis became fully absorbed in thoughts of Krishna, tanmayatam. Mito Gopya. Let's see what Canto is. Goswami says, the yoga pasha, the yoga means that which generates unlimited association, characterized by prema. Very interesting. Sri Swami in verse 20, which we just read, describes Tanmayata means gopis were filled with pastimes. They absorbed in Krishna's pastimes. Krishna says, by describing Krishna's pastimes, the gopis became absorbed in Krishna, Tanmayatam. And the word mito, the word mito, in line 3, mito, means among one another. Krishna says, it means mita rahasya, that the gopis actually met Krishna and engaged in private pastimes. Rahasya means secret, private. Sri Goswami comments that the gopis related many other pastimes of Krishna. But how many of them can they speak? Thus, summarize, Sri Goswami in this verse number 20 used the word evam, which means in summarizing. So the word, these comments on the word Bhagavata, evam vida Bhagavato tanmayatam. Sri Goswami says, that means Bhagavan Mayatam, means the gopis are always absorbed next to meditating Krishna, absorbed in his pastimes. Either directly playing with Krishna or remembering they're playing with Krishna. Okay. That's the Venu Gita. And it shows how the gopis spend their time absorbed in meditating Krishna and relating how Krishna is playing his flute and his flute is interacting and Krishna is interacting with everyone, moving and non-moving, living and non-living, conscious and unconscious in Vrindavan. So it shows the extent of the madness of the gopis in love and also the Krishna's love in general, how he interacts with everyone in a personal, loving, intimate way. The clouds and the splendid women and the water and the Yamuna and the deer and the devis and heavenly planets flying above the Vrindavan, their flower airplanes. Everyone is mentioned there. So this is a holistic view of Bhagavan, where he interacts with every part of his creation. So we can get encouragement from this, that Krishna also interacts with each part of every single devotee in his individual way.